Elite Special Forces are some of the best trained and most formidable units a country can boast. Whether emerging from the water to silently take out guards, or storming a plane to rescue the hostages and eliminate the hostage takers, Special Forces take on some of the hardest missions and live some of the most secret lives in the military world. These troops are the ones that states look to in order to get the job done. Let's get started. Black Storks, Pakistan. The Special Service Group, SSG, is better known in the country as the Black Storks because of the commando's unique headgear. Their training reportedly includes a 36-mile march in 12 hours and a 5-mile run in 50 minutes in full gear. Only about 5% of recruits make it through to the Pakistan SSG due to the tough nature of this 9-month training course, which also includes extensive hand-to-hand combat and an airborne school. The Black Storks are trained for a variety of environments, including mountain, desert, jungle, and underwater. During the early Cold War, they trained and served alongside U.S. Special Forces, and more recently, the Storks have focused on local anti-terrorist operations, counterinsurgency, and intelligence collection. In October 2009, the commando stormed an office building and rescued 39 people taken hostage by suspected Taliban militants after an attack on the Army's headquarters. JTF-2, Canada. JFT-2 stands for Joint Task Force 2, and it's the jewel in the crown of Canada's Special Forces. They deployed to Vancouver in 2010, ready to intervene if terrorists took aim at the Winter Olympics. This group is trained to handle chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear threats against the worst-case scenario, when a terrorist strike proves more than local police forces can handle. It's a unit that can be deployed against a wide spectrum of issues or crises, and it can be very low signature. Created in 1993, JTF-2 expanded to several hundred members following the 9/11 terrorist attacks. It has the most confirmed kills of terrorists in the world, having killed over 100 top-ranked Al-Qaeda members. Almost all of its operations are shrouded in secrecy, and in some cases were even unknown to the Canadian government. Alpha Group, Russia. Now, what about Spetsnaz? Well, to keep it simple, Spetsnaz is a general term for all Russian special forces. Within the Russian special forces, Alpha Group is as bad as they come. The KGB created this elite group in 1974, and it is believed that it operates under the directive of the top leadership in Russia, which is why most of its operations are classified. This force came to fame during the invasion of Afghanistan, during which members of Alpha stormed the presidential palace in Kabul, killing everybody in the building in the blink of an eye. In 1985, a group from this unit was dispatched to Beirut to try and rescue 4 Soviet diplomats. When the diplomats were killed, Alpha Group allegedly hunted down relatives of the hostage takers and returned them to their families in much smaller pieces to send a message to would-be terrorists. It apparently worked for over 20 years. Sayeret Matkal, Israel. This Israeli Special Forces is focused in intelligence gathering, and it often operates deep behind enemy lines. In 2003, Israeli taxi driver Ilyahu Giro was kidnapped after transporting 4 Palestinians to Jerusalem in his cab, but the Sayeret Matkal unit located and rescued him from a 3-foot pit in an abandoned factory in a suburb of Ramallah. The most famous of their large-scale operations is Operation Thunderbolt, which came to be after several terrorists had taken hostages on board of an airline which was flown to Uganda. Many hostages were released, but over 100 hostages were kept in the airport terminal building. An assault force of Sayeret Matkal assaulted the position, killing the terrorists and freeing all of the hostages. GIGN, France. France's elite counterterrorism teams are some of the finest in the world and have proven their abilities and bravery over decades of dangerous operations. But unlike many anti-terrorist units, GIGN is also used in arrest of dangerous criminals, countering barricade suspects, quelling prison riots, VIP protection, and other high-risk police operations within France or former colonies. Since its founding, the GIGN has seen consistent action. Its members are considered absolute masters of hostage rescue and intervention, especially in high-density environments like buses, ships, trains, and airlines. Their faces are not allowed to be photographed fully exposed. Therefore, they're often seen wearing tactical ski masks when operating in public. GIGN is known for innovation in technology applications and tactical methods. Their most famous operation is their assault on Flight 8969, which was an Air France flight that was hijacked on December 24, 1994, by the armed Islamic group in Algeria, where the terrorists murdered 3 passengers with the intention to blow up the plane over the Eiffel Tower in Paris. When the aircraft reached Marseille, the GIGN stormed the plane and killed all 4 hijackers. The bravery of its members comes from their extreme training course. In fact, the training is so extreme that the GIGN has lost more men during training than during their 1,000-plus operations. GSG-9, Germany. The GSG-9 was formed after the failure of the German police to rescue 11 athletes kidnapped by a group of terrorists during the Munich Olympics, where all the athletes, 5 of the terrorists, and 1 police officer were killed during the rescue attempt. In their first major mission, they took a group of 4 terrorists who had hijacked a Lufthansa flight in Somalia. 3 of the terrorists were killed, and the 4th captured during the rescue, but none of the 86 hostages were killed. Between 1972 and 2003, the GSG-9 had successfully completed over 1,500 missions, and yet only discharged a weapon 5 times, 2 of which were to shoot the attacking dogs of people they were trying to arrest. An estimated 300 to 400 people now work within the GSG-9, but the exact figure is not known. Its work today concentrates on counterterrorism, hostage situations, and disarming bombs. J.W. Grom, Poland. The Grom is the leader in Poland's anti-terrorism efforts. It was named after the Silent Unseen, which was Poland's elite World War II Special Operations Unit. The Grom began its operations in 1990, and it mostly deployed in unconventional warfare roles as they have special training in operational maneuvering response. Since the terrorist attacks of 2001, the Grom has been deployed alongside U.S. Special Operation Forces in Iraq, Afghanistan, and elsewhere. During this time, they have developed a close working relationship with the U.S. Navy SEALs and have a well-earned reputation of being one of the fiercest and most competent special forces on the planet. Their training includes a variety of disciplines. All of the soldiers undergo the same specialized training in anti-terrorism and special operations, as well as frogman, sniping, and parachuting. In 4-man teams, each soldier must be prepared to assume the respective responsibilities of his colleagues should it become necessary. Approximately 75% of ground personnel are trained as medics or paramedics and can speak multiple languages. In addition, each group is supported by several professional physicians. Navy SEAL Team 6, USA. You knew these guys were going to have to show up sometime, didn't you? The SEALs are an American Special Forces group created in 1962, which have achieved near mythical status. This is, in part, thanks to Operation Neptune Spear, the mission in which SEALs killed Osama bin Laden, the leader of Al-Qaeda, in 2011. One interesting fact about this mission is that the aircrafts used in the raid were from Area 51. In fact, specially modified helicopters carried Red Squadron of SEAL Team 6 to Pakistan for the raid on Osama bin Laden's compound. The Black Hawks were fitted with top-secret radar spoofing technology, allowing U.S. forces to slip across the border unnoticed. These stealth aircrafts were developed and tested at the infamous Area 51, near Groom Lake, Nevada. SEALs will usually penetrate behind enemy lines and finish their mission before the enemy realizes that they're there. One quality that makes them so effective on land, air, or even at sea. In fact, the word SEAL stands for sea, air, and land, meaning that these soldiers can fight any form of threat, anywhere. The physical and mental strength required to make it in this force is ridiculously high. Training takes over a year, and most applicants can't even get past the physical qualification test, which involves a lot of swimming, push-ups, sit-ups, and running, all accomplished in a very strict time limit. Get past that, and you enter general training. Past that, and you move on to SEAL qualification training, which then opens the door to specialized training. All of this ensures the SEAL members are physically and mentally as tough as nails and capable of undertaking the most difficult operations in the world, wherever that may be. SAS, UK. No other elite special force in Europe can claim to be better than the SAS. The British Special Air Service, known commonly as the SAS, was created in 1941 as a force which could operate behind German and Italian lines and support resistance movements against the occupation forces. The training that a recruit has to go through in order to become part of the SAS is extremely difficult, since in addition to the 40-mile march, the 2-mile swim, and the push-ups and pull-ups, you have to survive in the jungle to learn survival and navigational skills, after which you endure survival practice. The final test is a 36-hour interrogation session meant to break the candidate's will. Not convinced this is better than the SEALs? It may help you to know that the SAS is also trained by MI5 and MI6 security and intelligence services to undertake counter-espionage operations. It's like having a SEAL and James Bond all rolled into one. Their insignia bears the phrase, "Who dares wins." Number 1. Delta Force, USA. Delta Force is a unit unto itself, composed of members from all branches of the military. The force is armed with cutting-edge weaponry, and its operations you can bet they're in the vanguard of any American-led operation. Its members are not called soldiers, but operators, and are said to shun the traditional philosophies of military life. They wear civilian clothes and they work for whomever needs them, for the Army, the FBI, and the CIA. It must be said, however, that neither the United States government nor the military officially acknowledges the existence of Delta Force. It's only in recent years that vague references by the government to the group's existence has been allowed to go uncensored. Since its inception in 1977, stories of the Delta Force's exploits and missions have leaked out little by little, eventually forming a brief sketch of the unit. However, the group has been criticized for undertaking missions that are on the fringe of regular laws governing the military. This causes some to worry that Delta Force has more power and less accountability than any military organization in a free democracy should. Delta Force is funded out of secret government accounts, away from the public eye, and is believed to answer only to the president, making it one of the most, if not the most, elite special unit in the world. Why one of the most when we ranked it as number 1, you might ask? Well, after all, the most elite special forces are the ones that are so secretive that no one knows about their existence. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe to stay up to date with our newest videos.
Shalom, Yasharala. I'm going to give infinite honors to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. I'm going to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. And salutation and greetings to you, sincere Akim, pushing this truth across the 4 winds. All right, on that sit down, as you can see, it is what it is, Akim. And those who ever listening to this video, man, without Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man, you can't fight this devil. All right? The Most High has blessed this devil when it comes to warfare. He's the warlord of warlords on the planet Earth carnally, man. The only way you could take this devil down, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, has to be with you. I don't care how many guns you got, how many militias you've joined. The Most High is with them. When Alexander the Freak conquered the earth, the Most High was with him. When it comes to combat and using armory, using weapons of war, you can't combat this devil. When the race wars come on and you fighting the normal civilians, a Johnny Six-Pack, a John Six-Pack, yeah, you might get a few kills in, you know, and even them, even your regular American citizen, they are better equipped to deal with firearms than your average nigga. Your average nigga turn the gun sideways and shoot with his eyes closed. Okay? But when they come in as a flood to come against our people, man, they're gonna send these are the type guys they're gonna send in strategic order. When they come in your neighborhood, the Army Corps engineers gonna give them the blueprints. They're gonna know the blueprint to every building, every house, every street, every crevice, man. They're gonna have the blueprints to the sewer lines, everything, man. Is nothing you can do against this devil, man. Only thing you could do is pray that Yahweh Shema Shai is with you. You could take arms all you want, and then on this clip, they not showing the futuristic weapons they have. They showing the same kind of guns people, regular civilians have. They have futuristic weapons they're dealing with now. Laser beams, sonic booms, the weapons you see on that game. What's that army game everybody play, man? Not Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty. Those weapons you see on there, those futuristic weapons, they have them. So with that, I'm gonna get into a few scriptures and show, man, you can't take this devil down carnally. You're out your rabbit ass mind. He's a elite war machine that the Most High has gave that knowledge to be an elite war machine. When he comes in the neighborhood near you, and he come in those Blackwater troops, you see these elite groups like that, it's nothing you can do with them. You won't even get a kill, man. You won't even get a kill off of them. They're going to have the best body armor on, all right? Let's say you sit there and you waiting to snipe them or something. Man, they a lot of the times when they come in, they're going to light the motherfucking neighborhood up with a fucking fighter jet or something. And then they come in and just go from house to house, door to door, strategically, man. Your average nigga, after day one, they're gonna use all their bullets just fighting the regular civilians. But when these guys come in, man, it's no way you can win. All right, I'm gonna start off with this scripture. This is Genesis chapter 27. I'm gonna start at verse 39. And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, this is our patriarch Isaac talking to the devil, Esau, okay? Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above. Esau has all the riches of the earth. The earth has been given into the hand of the wicked, okay? And by the sword thou shalt live. All right? Now this is a blessing that was given to him by the Most High. It say, by the sword thou shalt live. This devil has conquered the planet by means of the sword, by bombing people, by having the best technology at the time. When they came against Gad, man, they had cannons and muskets. All Gad had was arrows, man, and axes, man, for the most part, and spears. Okay? That's because they were blessed with the sword, and shall serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass that thou shalt have the dominion. We're living in a time where he has the dominion, and he's has the dominion, and he's bearing down on the planet Earth with an ironclad fist through the sword, of course, that thou shalt break break his yoke from off thy neck. All right, and he broke the yoke off his neck during the time of, I think it was one of Jeroboam. I'm not positive, but I forgot that scripture. But yeah, back one of those wicked ass kings when Esau took our yoke off his neck. All right, and it's been off his neck to the day. Okay, so when you in the spirit, rocking according to the spirit, man, you living according to sound doctrine, man. You know you have to call on Yahweh Shema Shai. Ezra in the 8th chapter of 2nd Ezra, he say, no, that's 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. He say, who shall deliver me from the calamities to come, man? All right, you're not gonna be able to deliver yourself. Okay, let me get that. Ezra seen all these things that was coming to pass through the spirit, man. All right. This 2nd Ezra, 16 and 17, he say, woe is me, woe is me. Who shall deliver me in those days? All right. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, and the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Ezra seen these fucking elite killers, warlords coming in and just slaying our people left and right, man. Slaying them left and right. Not even speaking fucking English, a lot of them. Not gonna even be speaking English. All that they're doing is commanding to their own PCP. A lot of them gonna be on PCP and gonna go through that MK Ultra brainwashing, and they're just gonna be trained to come in and kill. Okay? And the Most High, in these last days, seconds, and times, he's given us the spirit to let us know what we can do to be delivered from it when they come in, when the enemy come in like a flood. Because they going to come in like a flood, man. Professional killers, strategic killers. I don't care if you have an SK or AK. About time they come in, you might not even have no bullets left, man. But I'm going to go through this chapter. This is one of my favorite chapters, man. And that's why the scriptures say, I'm going to go to Psalms, the 3rd chapter first. You're not supposed to fret about these things, though. When you rocking according to the spirit, that's the type of shit that's going to scare the majority of our people and make them get that chip, because they're going to be scared of Esau's sword. But the scriptures tell us to don't fret, to not give a fuck. All right? All right? Let me see. I'm looking for Proverbs. I'm tripping. This Proverbs 3 and 25. Okay? Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh. For Yahweh shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken. When they come in, man, we not going to have no fear. And you build your faith up now from when that time come. All right. Let's say it's the Olympics. For 4 years, those guys practice and they work out every day for 4 years. You can liken that to us. We're getting ready for Jacob's trouble. We're working out spiritually, building up our faith day in and day out for when that time come, we're not going to have no fear. We'll be spiritual juggernauts, man. Okay. Let me get this chapter. This is one of my favorite chapters, man. Psalms 27, man. Tells us what to do in that day and time. I'm gonna start from the top. This Psalms 27. Yahweh is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? We're not gonna fear them motherfucking Green Berets, them all them alphabet boys that's coming in. All right, the whole, Lord willing, we of the elect. The elect not gonna fear. They gonna know what time it is. What time it is. The elect gonna be found faithful unto death. In fact, the elite, like those are the elite killers in every nation. The elect is the elite. We're the elite of our nation. We're the defenders of our nation. Okay, we're gonna have powers from up on high. Okay. Yahweh is the strength of my life, and whom shall I be afraid? When the Most High is for you, who shall be against you, man? When the Most High has made crooked, who can make straight? When the wicked, even my enemies and my foes, come up to eat up my flesh, and they're going to come up with a great insurrection to eat up the children of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and Latin-speaking people of the earth, they shall stumble and fall. They're going to stumble and fall against the elect. All right. And then even some of the elect they're going to kill. Some of the elect are going to be martyrs, but they're going to have honorable death. But the majority of our people, man, guys like that, that clip I just showed, they're going to put a lot of y'all down, man. They're going to put you down. They're going to come in putting you down, man, by the hundreds and thousands. One thing I desired of Yahweh, that will I seek after, that I might dwell in the house of Yahweh all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of Yahweh and to inquire in his temple. That's the faith of all his saints, man. That's what we want, man. We want to enter into the kingdom, but to go enter into the kingdom, we have to go through this hell, this tribulation. All right. For in the time of trouble, he shall hide me in his pavilion. When that enemy come in like a flood, when they come in with their left flank and their right flank coming in, in fact, they're going to be coming looking for the elect first and foremost, because the elect are all marked. We're going to be public enemy number one. So if you in this truth and you dealing with this truth, man, even if you're not of the elect, you just know you're a Hebrew Israelite, they coming at you first and foremost. That's who they're going to send the professionals at, because the peons, the 2/3, they just going to starve them out and turn out the lights, the power, and the water, and they're going to walk in willingly to get their chip. But they're going to send those professionals in for us, the elite, for the hopeful elect, man. The ones that are standing still for this truth. That's who they're going to send them elite killers in for. All right. In the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me up on a rock. And now shall my head be lifted above my enemies round about me. They're going to come in and they're going to come in round about us. Revelation the 12th chapter say the devil know he got a short time, so he's going to come down on us with great wrath, man. He going to come in like a flood. When a flood come in, man, it come from every which way, man. It subdues everything in its path, man. Okay? Therefore will I offer in his tabernacle sacrifices of joy. All right? These sacrifices of joy is us pushing this truth with all fear and trembling. Us keeping the commandments to the best of our ability. All right? Us being putting our bodies up as a living sacrifice. All right? That's what gets you delivered, man. Faith without works is dead. I was singing praises unto Yahweh. Okay? Hear, O Yahweh, when I cry with my voice. Have mercy also upon me and answer me. We're going to be crying out to Yahweh B'Shem Awashai when they put us on the TV, have us as public enemy number one, wanted dead or alive. That day is coming, man. It's going to be an insurrection against those that fear Yahweh B'Shem Awashai. We're going to be calling out on that name, man. All right. Hear, O Yahweh, when I cry my voice. Have mercy also upon me and answer me. We're going to be asking Yahweh, Father. That's what we gain our strength. We're going to ask him to deliver us and protect us from the snare of the fowler, from the enemy when he come in like a flood. When thou said, seek my face, my heart said unto me, thy face, Yahweh will I seek. And we're doing that right now. This is the time. When shit hit the fan, the Most High is not going to be found. Yahweh B'Shem Awashai is not going to be found. He can be found right now. This is the time you seek his face. You got to learn the parable from the ant, you sluggard. During the time of plenty is when he prepares for the winter, for the bad time, for the drought, for the famine. Okay? Hide not thy face from me. Put not thy servant away in anger. Our Father is going to let the enemy, that great dragon, subdue our people because he's angry at them. All right, for insubordination, for being traitors, committing the crime of high treason, turning their back on them, being spiritual fornicators. Okay, thou has been my help. Leave me not, neither forsake me, O Yahweh, my power of salvation. All right, King David saying not give me an army, not giving me shield and buckler. Okay, not giving me weapons of war. He said protect me. He's calling on Yahweh Shem Shai to protect him. He's not asking for laser beams and sonic booms and the weapons of the war that this devil gonna use. He's asking for Yahweh to protect him. Okay, our great creator, our great king, man, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. When my father and my mother forsake me, and that's gonna happen, our parents, our biological parents, subscribe to white supremacy. They talk that shit. When that devil come down with his iron clawed fist, they're going to submit to this devil's will, man, out of fear. Then Yahweh would take me up. Okay? Teach me thy way, Yahweh, and lead me in a plain path because of my enemies. And that's these dire straits, this narrow path, man, that the Heavenly Father is leading us in. Because when that shit come, we have to have faith to go through it, all right? Don't fret. Don't be scared, man. All right? Don't get nervous, man. Embrace death. Honorable death, of course, like Stephen did. Prophesying while you about to go out and die. Okay? Deliver me not over to the will of our enemies. And you see, when they come in, man, they coming in to kill, man. And then they coming in to torture you. Okay? That's the prayers we supposed to be praying right now. For false witnesses risen up against me. They're going to lie on us. They're going to say we're enemies of the state, that we're terrorists, insurgents, all those buzzwords that they talk about, the Taliban and Al-Qaeda and Hezbollah. Those are going to be things of the past. It's going to be black Hebrew Israelites, public enemy number one. That's what we coming to, okay? They're gonna lie on us. They're gonna be false witness. They're gonna do false flags and then say we the ones that did it. Domestic terrorists. Okay? And such as breathe out cruelty. All right? They're gonna be breathing out. They're gonna be saying wanted, dead or alive. They're gonna show Etta Tahar face on the news. They're gonna show the different brothers from different camps all on the news. Okay? You go in Walmart, you know how to be having them kids that are lost on the billboard in Walmart, that you're going to see just all the ones wanted dead alive, the prophets of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay? Deliver me not over to the will of my enemies. For false witnesses are risen up against me, and such as breathe out cruelty. I had fainted unless I had believed to see the goodness of Yahweh. That's where your faith come in, man. That's where it's all about faith. Our great king say, when he come back, shall he find faith? So right now you build up your faith. Right now is the time to seek Yahweh where he may be found, where you build up your faith, build up your wisdom and knowledge so it can sustain you in these evil times to come and in the land of the living. Wait on Yahweh. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Your mind. You got to have a strong mind to get through this, man. You got to have a strong mind not to take the chip when you starving, when your stomach touching your back. You got to have a strong mind to be like, fuck it, I'm ready to die. All right? That's what the Spirit does, man. You got to have a strong mind to be found faithful unto death, man. Wait, I say, on Yahweh. Okay? You got to have a strong mind to be patient, to have temperaments, to long suffer. Okay? I'm going to leave with one more precept. And call it quits. All right. This is Psalms. I'm going to start at verse 91. I'm going to start at verse 5. All right. Thou shalt not be afraid of the terror by night, nor the arrow that fly by day. All right. That's going to be them nuclear missiles. That's going to be these soldiers coming in like a flood. All right. That's going to be this pestilence, this disease. All right. The sword, death, famine, pestilence, nor the pestilence that walk in the darkness, nor the destruction that wastes in the noonday. All right? These are the things that's coming to America, man. All right? 1,000 shall fall at that side. You can say 1,000,000. And 10,000 at thy right hand. You can say 10,000,000. But it shall not come nigh thee, and the hope for elect, man. It's not going to come to the men of the Lord that put their faith in Yahweh Shem Shah. Only with thine eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. And we talking about 2/3 of our people and the so-called white man, okay? The nation of Edom, all right? And the heathen round about us. Only with thine eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made Yahweh, which is our refuge, even the Most High, our habitation. All right? And you do that by living according to this word, man, believing in this word, man. That's how you make Yahweh Shem Yahushua your habitation, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is the word. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling, for he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. That's our weapons of war, man. This word, man. And then when you call on Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, he lets your faith manifest into the physical, man. During that time when them motherfuckers come in, a lot of brothers gonna get spiritual power, Lord willing. All of us get it, you know. All right. Some brothers they're gonna get some brothers. We're gonna have casualties according to the scriptures. The scriptures can't be broken, but those are gonna be honorable deaths, man. So with that, man, Lord willing, this clip was edifying, man. Get it, put out that fucking what these dumbass niggas think IUIC niggas going to the gun range and shoot. You wasting your fucking time, man. You wasting your motherfucking time, man. You're not gonna be able to fight this devil cornerly, man. All right? You need Yahweh Shem Yahushua and out of this world power to deliver us. He say, I will give my angels charge over you. All right? Those are out of this world extraterrestrial, celestial beings, man. We're going to need divine intervention to beat this devil. Okay? So with that, I'm going to give infinite honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to you, sincere Akim, pushing this truth across the four winds. Kwam Yasharala.